Today at CryptoKTV, we have the pleasure to interview Raza Zaidi, a developer relations specialist at Scroll, and also dedicated to teach other developers on how to get started in Web3. So he's altruistic too. Can you share your personal experience with Python and how you discover your passion for the language?
Actually, that I rolled into it kind of naturally. I used to be head of the data engineering department, and in a lot of the data engineering space, Python dominates. I wanted to learn how to program, and I still believe Python is probably one of the easier languages to if you're starting out to learn how to program. And yeah, I fell in love with it. You can do a lot with it. Very versatile language, even in Web3. So spent a lot of time learning it. We used it a lot in our solutions. So at the previous at my company at that time, and yeah, and I stuck with it.
As a developer with a non-technical background, what challenges did you face when learning Python and how did you overcome them?
Oh, phew, that's a good question. I guess there is a lot more than just learning code. Design patterns, what does a production grade app look like, what are best practices. I think there are two ways that I kind of learned it. First is by building. You know, the more you build, you'll come, uh, you'll run against problems that you don't see in tutorials. So just building a lot, building side projects. And the second thing is I had the luxury of being exposed to very senior engineers, and I would bother and question them a lot about what are best practices, walk through my code with them, or try to understand their code. And I guess that mentorship really helped me elevate my developer skills.
What are some of the key advantages and use cases of Scroll that you find most compelling for developers?
Yeah. So right now, if you look at Ethereum, there's an inherent limitation of scaling. So Ethereum, the gas fees are high, the transactions per second are relatively low. So I think there are a lot of great solutions out there that have brought the L2s that have risen. If you look at optimistic rollups, I think that zero knowledge is the next big thing. So if you look at Scroll, we are a layer 2 zero knowledge rollup. And what that basically will allow is, like the short version is we will be able to have a higher throughput on transactions, lower gas fees compared to Ethereum. And this will enable developers to build cool dApps, useful dApps that will be more feasible for consumers because the gas fees will be lower.
How do you approach teaching Scroll to beginners, and what advice would you give to someone who just starting their journey with the language?
So Scroll is a layer 2, and actually it's very close to the Ethereum foundation as a company. And as a technology, there are different types of ZK rollup, and the type of ZK rollup that we are, it actually requires you no difference than if you're already familiar with smart contract development. So if you can develop smart contracts on Ethereum and dApps, you can do it today on Scroll. It's just a so-called link change, an RPC URL change. So there is really no learning curve to it at all. You can deploy today your dApps on the Scroll blockchain. And if you're completely new to the beginner, it's exactly the same learning curve as Ethereum virtual machine. So if you're probably going to start out learning Solidity, and then depending on what kind of work you do, front end or back end. But the developer experience is exactly the same as the Ethereum virtual machine.
In your opinion, what makes Scroll stand out among other programming languages, and what future trends do you see for Scroll in tech industry?
Right. So yeah, just to clarify, Scroll's a blockchain. So, but the way we stand out is we make use of zero knowledge to basically verify the transactions. I think as a brand, the way we stand out is we're really a chain by developers for developers, heavily focused on our community. We have a highly technical, highly respected workforce, ZK researchers and engineers, and we're very close to the Ethereum Foundation. And I think that and next to that, we're very focused on being open source orientated. So I think if you combine everything, we're really a chain that is by devs for devs, optimizing performance and focused on bringing extreme value to the dev community. And that's how we stand out as a chain and as a brand.
Raza, thank you so much for this interview. I have an announce for our audience, so keep watching watching us. Well, CryptoKTV.com will soon introduce a partner module allowing content creators their own video materials and share them with the entire community. So, additionally, we will be launching a dedicated crypto content section similar to TikTok, available on both our website and the mobile application. Stay tuned for more updates and join us at CryptoKTV.